What's up, y'all? I want to introduce you to possibly the worst lever handle that you might have to deal with in your daily tasks. This guy is an old Corbin Russwin, and it is from probably the, I don't know, 70s, 80s era. What makes this difficult is a couple of things. It doesn't come apart like a normal lever handle. With when you run up on a lever handle, and in this case, every one I've run up on or had to rekey has either been super problematic or already broken, lever sag. Now it's tight right now because A, this one is broken, and B, I couldn't get it to really fit on this thing well, but it was broken, so I had to take it off. So when I first was introduced to these lovely guys, I was removing a lever handle that was broken, and I was like, hey, let's just pop it off, slap a new one on. There was no keys existing for it, so I was like, hey, all we got to do is punch the retainer, unscrew the screws, maybe redo the through bolt holes, and then just slap a new one in for, you know, whatever new through bolt holes you drilled. No big deal, right? Well, yeah, it is. Number one, the retainer on the inside lever is super stiff. I don't know if every one that I've run up on is super stiff just because it's old. There is a piece of plastic in here that may be getting in the way or something, but I literally have had to use like a nail set or a punch to get these lever handles off, because just poking it with a whatever tool, I don't know if this tool is going to work or not. Sometimes it works. But it doesn't push the retainer all the way in. So there's several things that you need to take this off. A pair of pliers, possibly a strap wrench to get the rosette off, a small pin punch to punch that back, and lock picks. Let me go get a pin punch and I'll show you the rest. Okay, overcoming obstacle one, getting the interior lever off, period. Had to grind down a broken punch to do this. So grab your little small thing, grab you a hammer, and pull and punch at the same time. Yay, we got it to work. Yeah, it's bad on the punch, but you know what? These things probably need to be replaced, or bad on the retainer, but they probably have to be replaced anyway. But we're gonna hope we can get it off. Next, we have to deal with the rosette, just like you would any other one. Now, I bought this crappy, don't buy this one, but I bought this crappy strap wrench because I've got some hey girl lever handles that are very troublesome to get off because they are attached to a, oh, this is gonna get in the way. So, this can and can't work. You have to be super careful that you don't scratch it. There are other versions of this that may actually work better. I've not tried them just because I kind of got super frustrated with this one, but I'm sure there are better versions out there. And also, this is kind of hard to figure out. So, sometimes you can get it to work. Okay, maybe. Yay. So, this one, it does have these little indentions that snap on, and sometimes you can't even pull it right off. Sometimes it gets twisted, but we got it off. So, hey, we can just take it off now, right? No. Remember, we don't have keys, right? So, I'm going to go and I'm going to look at this, and it even has like a lever rotation error so that you can put it on the right way. I'll show you why it has that too. Where's my Phillips head screwdriver? Oh, shoot. Okay, these probably could use a number 3 bit because they are kind of big screws, but we're going to use the wee-ha screw, and we're going to unscrew this. But you know what? You're like, this is very strange. There's only one screw. Maybe that's just how it works, you know? No, but wait a minute. Over here, there's the back of a screw. What? That's right. It's screwed in from both sides. So if you don't have a key, you would have to use your little lock picks or whatever else and sit here and F with it if it doesn't have a key and it's broken, and they haven't had a key in a long time, it's a Russwin keyway. Everything about it's hard. Picking it is kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. So, expeditiously, since, you know, say we're getting rid of this, say we can't remove it, we have to do locksmith things to get it off, or to get the key to turn. If we get extremely lucky, we can get the key to turn and we can press the retainer. But you know what? That retainer just doesn't press sometimes very easily, does it? It didn't on the interior. Why would it on the exterior? Maybe. I honestly didn't want to do this video because of how much of a pain in the ass this is. Oh, I feel it. Hey, so you picked it. It only turns a little bit, so it's not even pulling the latch back. But we got it off. Come on. Uses the standard Corbin Russwin cylinder, so same one they've always used. No big deal there. Got it off. Got to get the cap off. Luckily, we have this. You know, sometimes you got to come in here with a flathead, but the only problem is when you go in with a flathead and try to twist it, it always leaves a mark on the door, right? So that's one reason why maybe a strap wrench or whatever, but a lot of times you can like get it enough away from the door so that you can just kind of, you know, scroosh it off like that. This one is not. There's our screw. Such a pain in the butt, but we're not done yet. Let's take the screw off and be like, hey, now we're cooking, right? Yeah, let's get that screw off with our wee-ha, and we can take this off. Wait a minute, that's not coming off, so we gotta put this on. Wait a minute, if we take this off, oh, guess what? That retainer's in the way. It won't just come off because that retainer's in the way. How do you deal with that? Because it's down in there. Yep, you gotta go grab your flathead. This is the inside. And we gotta reach in there, find our retainer. No, where is it? Oh, I had it. I heard it sneak back into position. Hey, got that. Yep. Both sides. Also requires a pair of pliers. Channel locks, Nipex, whatever you want to use. You got that right. It's got a nut right there that you have to unscrew. So if you didn't have your pair of pliers, you know what? I'm going to check something real quick because after this guy, let's see if the baby Nipex would get it so we didn't have to walk to the truck. Difficultly, but it really depends on how far you had to walk. If you didn't have your pair of pliers, you could probably make that guy work. Maybe. Ooh. Can we finally get it off without taking that one off? Yeah, you can. You can. This is just your adjustment for how thick it is. And yes, I know the top was not facing the right way. Shut up. Anyway, that's it. Dealing with this guy. Anyway, if you run up on, again, that lever with that kind of font, because they changed their font over the years, and it's got Corbin Russwin separate like that, and you go and you take it off and you see that, you know you're in for it. It really is kind of a novel solution. Oh, and by the way, yeah, you got to re-drill your holes. Normal through bolt nowadays are up and down. These were at like 430 and 930. So even after you get it all off and you're ready to slap on a new lever, if you have through bolts for your lever, which you should, to replace this guy, you have to drill new through bolt holes too. It's almost never ending with these levers. Anyway, that's it. In case you ever run up on them, now you know what you're facing. So have fun with that. Everyone I've run up on, except for a handful, are pretty much toast. So good luck with it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next video. Y'all all know what happens next.